Shabbat Shalom, BBYO!
Hey everyone, I'm Sadie Feinberg from Mountain Region.
And I'm Jason Calderon from Greater Jersey Hudson River Region Central Council.
Welcome to our Pre-Shabbat Livestream. It's been an exciting 24 hours of action-packed experiences here in Dallas. I've loved seeing everyone back together for the biggest BBYO International Convention ever.
We kicked off IC with opening ceremonies last night, and they were absolutely incredible. There was music, energy, and lots of fantastic guest speakers to kick off the convention. Sadie, what was your favorite part of last night?
Jason, it was so cool to see teens, the thousands of teens from across the international order gathered in one space. I loved hearing their names called out at roll call and then seeing them run across the stage. We have teams here from over 40 countries. How about you?
My favorite part was all the speakers, like Naftali Bennett, the Prime Minister of Israel, and Doug Emhoff, the Second Gentleman of the United States. I found them really inspiring.
Following last night's opening ceremonies, this morning we went to the Leads Day plenary, where we heard from a wide array of speakers and activists, including Deborah Lipstadt, the U.S. Special Envoy to monitor and combat anti-Semitism, March for Our Lives co-founder David Hogg, and Jody Cantor from the New York Times, among others.
Today, we immersed ourselves in a day of learning. For example, I got to attend a leadership lab called Sports and Wellness, where a bunch of my brother Olives and I got to play a bunch of games of flag football.
I had the opportunity to bake up solutions while hearing stories of experiences from refugee women from war-torn countries. We discussed day-to-day issues refugees face in today's society while baking up some delicious treats.
It's been incredible so far. Before we bring in our first guest, we want to remind everyone to comment on the live stream to enter to win one of 3 $250 coupons we're giving away to any of BBYO's camp, leadership, or travel experiences this summer. We'll be selecting 3 lucky families on Sunday's broadcast.
All you have to do is post a comment on our broadcast today or tomorrow after Shabbat, when we stream the State of the Movement live stream. And then tune in on Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Time to hear if you're a winner. You're automatically entered by commenting on either Facebook or YouTube broadcasts. Now, let's turn things over to our roaming reporter, Isa Liu, from BBYO Argentina, who's talking to IC delegates around the convention center.
All right, thank you guys. Hi everyone, just like they said, I'm Isa and I'm a junior from Argentina. Let's get the interview started. Hi there, tell me a little bit about yourself. What's your name, grade, and how are you?
My name's Joel Hockman. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm a freshman. It's my first IC. I'm super excited to be here.
First IC? Wow, that must be pretty overwhelming. Tell me, how are you feeling? How do you like it so far?
I mean, I'm enjoying it. It's definitely like a lot more people. Yesterday when I got here, I thought everyone was already here, and then I saw another line, and another line, and another line. So it got overwhelming at the beginning, but you get used to it really fast. Everyone's super nice. Everyone's just, it's such a friendly environment, super fun, super chill. I'm having a great time. Yeah.
I completely agree. IC is the best ever. All right, so what would you say was your favorite part, this being your first one and everything?
So far, I gotta say, being in the room with all the speakers and everything, being able to experience so many different speakers and all their points of views. I really enjoyed the Second Gentleman's speech last night. It was great. And seeing a room of more than 3,000 people it's super cool. It sounded like a stadium in there. It was, everyone erupts with applause and stuff. It's so electric. So I think just being in a room with everybody all at once it's just so awesome, so vibrant. I love it.
I do love it too. And it was so cool to get to hear the Second Gentleman. I mean, I'm not from the U.S., but that did sound very promising. So is there anything else? What did you do today for Leads Day?
I went to a mall in Dallas, and I got to experience some stuff on video games and the esports world, which was pretty cool. Definitely one of my interests. We got to talk to some marketing people and managers for esports teams, and I got good lunch, and I had a good hofesh. Got some time to chill out. Getting ready for Shabbat. It's gonna be great.
All right, it was really nice talking to you. Now let's get it back to Jason and Sadie.
Thank you, Isa. Before we bring in our next guest, we want to give some happy birthday shout-outs to all of the BBYO delegates here at IC who have birthdays today.
Definitely. So, happy birthday to Daniela Lecter, Andy Bloomberg, Sadie Wise, Ella Davidovich, and Shanua Menza.
Also, happy birthday to Max Levin, Lucy Ratterman, Jaden Litt, Tali Kitchell, Ariel Silver, Samuel Silver, and Rachel Rabinovitz.
Wow, that's such a big group. We hope y'all had an amazing day and encourage everyone watching right now to give our friends some birthday shout-outs in the Instagram comments.
Now, let's bring in our first guest on today's live stream. We're so lucky to have Matt Grossman, who's the CEO of BBYO, here to talk with us.
So, Matt.
Wait, first off, you missed a birthday. Today's my wife's birthday, so Melissa Grossman, you gotta give a shout out to Melissa Grossman.
Let's get a shout out in the chat from Melissa Grossman.
Happy birthday, Melissa Grossman.
So, Matt, take us through
Back
the
to it.
Back to it.
All right.
Take us through the process of becoming CEO.
The process of becoming CEO. The process of becoming CEO involved a search firm for BBYO, which had recently become an independent organization back in the early 2000s, working with a search committee, a group of the board members who ran BBYO at the time, putting out a job advertisement, if you will, that I was very excited about and decided to respond to.
Did you do BBYO as a team?
You know, I get asked that all the time. In my heart and soul, I did, but in my small town, there was no BBYO, so I am not an official alum, although I have been inducted to an AZA chapter up at Perlman Camp during a summer program many years ago.
Amazing. So our next question for you is, how has being CEO of BBYO changed how you view Judaism or evolved your opinions?
Wow, that's usually a question I ask you guys when interview. I think what's really changed my perspective is the diversity of teens who I've met over the years and listening to them and getting a much better perspective of their views of Judaism and what's meaningful. I've had the opportunity to travel to different parts of the world and experience Judaism there in different ways than I ever had before I was in part of BBYO, particularly in Ukraine, where I had the honor of attending HAT's international convention a couple of times. And I just said this morning in a session, I didn't know my full Jewish story until I visited Ukraine, and that impacted me immensely.
So under your leadership, BBYO has nearly tripled in size, both geographically and numbers-wise. Okay. So what is your motivation to continue expanding BBYO into new countries? So,
look, I think that any teen who gets involved in BBYO is going to have an incredible experience. I think it's going to enrich their adolescent years. I think it's going to give them friends and meaningful friendships that they wouldn't have without BBYO. So my motivation is to give as many kids in the world the opportunity to be a part of this, because I want them to have the joy that you guys have found in BBYO.
It's crazy how many people BBYO reaches. And with that, thank you so much for joining us.
No. I got one more thing before I go.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
we got
one more question.
You're going to ask me. I've got a shout out, though. But go ahead if you want another question.
I was going to ask what the biggest hardship for you since you became CEO was.
Biggest hardship. I think COVID was pretty difficult. I think we're an organization that thrives on bringing people together and creating meaningful connections through togetherness, and being apart was tough. It was tough on you guys, it was tough on my colleagues, and there was a sense of loneliness that I still think about, but it gets eliminated every time I'm at something like International Convention. So can I do my shout out? I'm not on social media, so this is my social media. I mean, this is my only chance here. So actually I have two shout outs I got to do. First and foremost, I want to do a shout out to my daughter, Olivia Grossman, who's a member of Lahat BBG in Arlington, Virginia, and Fairfax, Virginia. And she and her chapter are doing amazing things in that area of BBYO. So I couldn't be happier to have her as a part of the movement. And next year she'll be with us when we're at IC in Orlando. And I also want to give a shout out to my colleague. Many of us are wearing these Strong with Stacy pins. Many of the professional staff. Stacy is right now fighting cancer, and her strength is inspiring us all, and we just want her to know that she's with us. That's all I got.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
You got it. Thank you guys so much.
We hope you enjoy the rest of IC. Once again, we're excited to share another BBYO TikTok with the rest of you.
If you watch the live stream broadcasts on Wednesday and Thursday, hopefully you had a chance to see a few of the creative videos our friends have put out this year.
In today's segment, and since we're welcoming Shabbat in an hour from now, we've got the ultimate Shabbat TikTok for you. 2 of our press corps members share their unique recipe for spooey challah.
Sounds delicious. Let's take a look.
Make spooey challah with us. We added warm water, yeast, and sugar to our bowl, waited 5 minutes, whisked it, and made sure that our yeast wasn't dead before we added salt, melted butter, and some flour to our mixture. We let it mix for 10 minutes before we covered it and stored it in a warm place for 1 hour. Punched it down and divided it into 8 equal pieces. We rolled it. As you can see, we were concentrating very, very hard. And then we started to braid it. We did the traditional challah braid, and this is obviously sped up. We are not that fast at braiding, but look at how cute it turned out. We gave each piece a baking soda bath for 30 seconds before we took it out and put it on our baking sheet lined with parchment paper. We coated our challahs with egg white and sea salt. And finally, we put it in the oven at 425 for 10 minutes. It turned out amazing.
Back to our roaming reporter Isa for a very special interview.
Hi again. So right now I have the pleasure and honor to introduce you to Craig Weiss. So how are you, Craig? And tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do for BBYO.
I'm great, thank you. It's great to be here. My name is Craig Weiss. I'm the chair of the International Board of Directors of BBYO. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. Former member, former parent, and been involved with the board for several years.
Wow, that's for sure amazing. So the board of directors, what do they do? I'm sure most of the teens, just like myself, we're very curious to find out what the adults of BBYO are up to every day.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, it's a teen-led organization, as you know, but there's a board of directors that is a very talented and dedicated group of individuals that assist with the governance of the organization and improve the budget and that sort of thing. And basically the main job is to hire the best CEO to run the business and then hire the staff that makes all this happen.
All right, thank you so much for that insight. And my another question I have is, so you're a past ACA. So how far have you seen the movement change from when you were a teen to now that you're on the board of directors of BBYO?
Yeah, the biggest change has been the growth in the global part of the movement. So to be in 44 countries represented here at International Convention is incredible. When I was in, all I remember is kind of North America, Canada and Mexico and the United States. So the fact that we have 44 countries represented at the International Convention is unbelievable.
All right, I agree with you. I'm like so excited. I was in Global Ambassadors last week, and just seeing teams from so many countries, it was very enriching and empowering. Yeah. And I hope that you, for the rest of the IC, you get to meet more teams from around the world and get their perspective on the movement. Absolutely. All right. Thank you so much for answering my questions and just having me here. It was really nice meeting you.
Thanks for having me. Great to meet you.
All right.
So now we have 2 very special guests that have just come to the news desk. Tell us your names and where you guys are from.
Hi, my name is Lulu. I'm from New England.
Hi, and I'm Brianna, and I'm also from New England.
So we're really curious, what did you guys do for Leeds Day today?
For Leeds Day today, I did Bailar, so it was super cool. I got to do some Indian dancing and some martial arts type dancing.
And I did Ignite Your Spark, which I really enjoyed because I didn't know anyone on my trip initially. So I was able to meet a lot of new faces.
Did you have a chance to check out the show yet? If yeah, what did you guys get?
I definitely did. I got the RMR sweatpants because they're subtle, so I can wear them in college. And I loved seeing my own regional march there and other people picking it up.
Have you gone on a summer program?
I have gone on a summer program. I've been on CLDC, ILDC, CLA, and Execs, and I've loved them all so much.
Seasoned veteran. What about
Yes.
you?
Unfortunately, I was not able to go on a summer program, but I did do Israel with BBYO passport.
Sounds like a blast. I have spent 2 summers on BBYO summer programs. Always a great time.
Yes, the best.
Is there anything you want to say to the live stream viewers at home?
Yes, NER is the best.
All right, thank you guys so much for coming on the news,
Bye.
guys.
Bye, guys. Next up is a fun intro video about Camp BBYO, one of our awesome camp-based summer programs in Pennsylvania.
At Camp BBYO, teens entering 9th and 10th grade get to enjoy tons of outdoor camp activities, like sports, swimming, music, arts, crafts, and even a color war, among other things. It's a great opportunity to meet teens from around the order and experience Shabbat together under the stars.
Camp BBYO is a really fun, members-only experience and the perfect first-time summer program for new BBYO members. Okay, I think we've done our jobs here. Let's check it out. That was great. Now let's turn to our next guest.
We'd like to welcome our partners from Talk Israel on the IC Livestream. Talk Israel is a nonprofit that wants to positively change the conversation about Israel among American teens through social media and content creation. So can you introduce yourself for us, please?
Hi, my name is Elena. I'm the executive director of Talk Israel, which is a newly funded nonprofit that is, as you said, aiming to talk positively about Israel on social media.
So how exactly does Talk Israel help improve the image of Israel on social media?
Great question. So we develop a program with our partners to empower young content creators who want to learn how to tell their personal stories about Talk Israel on social media. We have programs online, we have programs in Israel, and now we're developing some boot camps, and we would love to have as many teens as possible to participate in our programs.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. How can we better reach non-Jewish young people so they can receive and understand accurate information about Israel?
So actually, what we're trying to do is empower young Jewish content creators who can tell their personal stories about Israel, their authentic experience about Israel to American teens, to their peers. And, they don't want to hear from me. They want to hear from you guys about, your life, your personal experience, why you love Israel, why you connect with Israel. And that's what we're trying to help young creators do.
So we see tons of different kinds of messages about Israel on social media, obviously. So in your opinion, what's the most dangerous type of social media messaging, and what can we as Jewish teens do to combat it?
So I don't need to say Bella Hadid, we all know her. We all know that the 60 plus million people who follow her don't do it because she's an activist. They do it because she's a beautiful model and they want to see her beautiful photos. And I think that really becoming a content creator and telling your personal stories and sharing it with your American peers, that's really the best way to go about telling and exposing positive content about Israel to American teens.
Thank you so much for coming on to our live stream, Elena. And now back to Isa for another amazing interview.
It was really interesting to hear about what she had to say. Right now, I'm here with teens from the lobby at IC. And so, guys, tell me a little bit about yourself. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Cami, and I'm from BBYO Argentina.
Hi, I'm Jess. I'm from Northern Region East DC Council.
Hi, I'm Nicole, and I'm from Nassau Suffolk Region.
Okay, guys, so today was a really pretty intense day, really long, I'd say. What did you do for Lids Day? Was it interesting? Did you like it? And I know you three were at IC last year. How was it compared to the last one you had?
So for Leeds Day, I went to this place called the House of Shine, where we just indigned about everything about ourselves and really looked deep into what we are good at and what are our hobbies and what are our needs and things that we don't like as much. And last I went to an animal shelter, so it was really interesting to see the different options that we have to make our leadership even better and more abroad, more themes.
This year, me and Nicole, we both went to Off the Canvas. And
yeah, so the Off the Canvas track took us to Rainbow Vomit in Dallas, which is an interactive selfie museum and art exhibit. So we got to speak with the owner, who told us about how he went to school, what his education was, and then about his reasons for founding the art museum. We spoke to their photographer, one of their on-site drag queens, which is super fun. And then we got to take some pictures in the selfie museum.
Yeah.
And what did you do last year?
Last year, we also both went to the zoo in Baltimore, and it was really fun. It was really cool to see all the different animals.
Oh my gosh, I loved your Leeds Day. So what else can you tell me about today or yesterday even? Did you have fun at opening ceremonies? What about Luxury? Did you like his songs?
The opening ceremony is one of my favorite parts of IC because it's so amazing to see each community spirit and their what they're wearing and their songs they sing and the concert then and all the amazing speakers. It's where everyone comes together and show what their region is all about.
Yeah, I agree. It's really cool to see all the regions come together and see everyone's spirit and just everyone's together, and it's so fun.
Adding on to the concert last night, today Jess and I visited the Summer Lounge, which was super fun. There was a bunch of swag opportunities, photo ops, so that was a really cool thing.
Okay, thank you so much, girls. Now let's take it back to Sadie and Jason.
Thank you so much, Issa. We're joined here at the news desk with two new guests. So what are your names and where are you guys from?
I'm William. I'm from New England.
I'm Maverick. I'm from Rocky Mountain.
So what is your favorite part about IC being so far?
I really just like how big it is. There's a lot of people. It's really fun. What do you think?
I like seeing a bunch of people that I haven't seen in a while.
What are you guys looking to get out of your IC experience?
I feel like I've met so many nice people and it's been really good.
I want to just meet new people, talk to more people, just anything.
Have either of you gone on a summer program?
I have not.
Yeah, I haven't gotten any summer programs, but
you really should. I've been on two. They're so much fun.
It's just an advertisement for them, or?
I mean.
Have you had a chance to check out the Shook yet?
I have not. Should I?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can get merch from almost anywhere, from almost any region. So thank you guys so much for coming on the live stream today, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your IC experiences.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we're back with another BBYO Insider TikTok compilation for our viewers.
For this one, we've compiled a few short TikToks about different aspects of our summer programs and BBYO membership.
From all the regions represented at summer experiences to the kinds of questions BBYO members get asked. We love seeing our fellow press corps members' creativity.
Let's put them up.
Somebody go up to your brother. He's calling out your name. Hiding under the covers with no many kids in our house. So let's turn the sound up. You know why? I think it's time for a grandkid roundup. Grandkid roundup. Cousin Dolores. And hear a pin drop. Camilo shapes. Antonio gets his gift today. My older sisters, Isabella and Luisa. One strong, one graceful. Perfect in every way. Through strength I found love. In time I found myself in happiness.
And now we're going back to everyone's favorite roaming reporter, Issa, for her final interview of the day. Take it away.
Thank you, Jason. I love you. All right, so you guys tell me your names, regions, grades, and yeah.
I'm Kyle Vogel. I'm a junior. I'm from Eastern Region in Charlotte, North
I'm Asher Silverman. I'm in Eastern Region. I'm in 10th grade. Jonas Blake, Eastern Region, 11th grade.
All right, guys. So I know this is your first IC. Are you most excited? Like, what are you expecting for Shabbat? What's your expectations?
I'm just excited to, see everyone, just like thousands of people all get like excited, and I just think it's going to be a lot of fun, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, same thing as him. I'm just excited to see everyone in one room. It's crazy. I'm looking forward to a nice, clean Shabbat, good service, and a good time with my friends.
Are you excited for Shabbos cake?
For what?
The cake that we eat on Shabbat. It's the best cake ever.
I didn't know that. Now I am. Yes. Thank you.
I'm happy to hear that. All right. Thank you so much for answering my questions. It was really nice meeting you, and I hope you have the best IC ever.
Thank you so
Thank you so much, Isa. Someone give her a shout out in the comments. We want to thank everyone we spoke to at the news desk today. We loved hearing about all of your experiences so far.
With such an action-packed 24 hours, it's time for rest and reflection as we welcome Shabbat this evening.
Tonight, after an amazing Shabbat dinner with our friends, we get to experience a variety of different programs, including separates, chapter showcases, onegs, and more. There will even be summer reunions, where teens who went on BBYO leadership, camp, or travel programs this past summer get to meet up with all of their friends.
And tomorrow morning, we get to choose from over 22 different Shabbat services to go to after breakfast. Then, throughout the day, we'll gather for Shabbat meals, hear from different speakers at our Limud sessions, and hang out with friends. I know my friends and I are excited about the meet and greets with some of our speakers, including Gabby Douglas and Chris Olsen.
Absolutely. And then on Sunday, delegates are either sightseeing around Dallas or participating in elections for the 99th and 79th Grand and International Boards. Make sure you tune in throughout the weekend to watch all of our live stream shows. Up on your screen is the live stream schedule so you don't miss a thing.
And don't forget to comment on our live stream right now for a chance to win $250 off of BBYO summer program, and follow BBYO Insider on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook to get live updates throughout IC.
We are officially signing off until Saturday night. Thanks again for joining us.
Shabbat Shalom,
BBYO!